Hey guys, it's Scott with Scotty B Cards. In this video today, I want to talk about Topps and if they may be attempting a run at basketball cards. Okay, so there's been rumors of Topps making basketball cards for a few years now. It started when there was a picture posted by Tyler Hero of him signing some Topps Chrome basketball cards right when he was a rookie. That didn't amount to anything. Nothing happened. But now we are seeing Kenny Anderson, the former NBA player, actually posting him signing Topps Finest cards. You can see on the box, it actually says Topps Finest, which means maybe Topps is making a run at it in 2022. It says 2022 Topps Finest, so it could happen. On top of that, Panini's exclusive rights are technically ending in 2022. They might have already extended, but if they haven't, they probably will extend just fine. But Topps is becoming public and they have a huge influx of money, so now is the time for them to take a chance like this, so it possibly could happen. Just a little backstory, the way that sports cards have worked the last decade or two is all about exclusive rights. So any specific sport will give one manufacturer the rights to produce their cards. In the 90s and the early 2000s, there were so many different brands producing cards that it kind of killed the sports card hobby. We saw that in the 90s junk wax era, and even into the late 90s, early 2000s, it was still happening. So what leagues did is they gave people exclusive rights to produce their cards. In 2010, I believe, Panini gave that rights to basketball. Topps has had that right since I think 2010 as well. And then football got the exclusive rights, I think, in 2015 or 2016. Upper Deck has had the rights to hockey for a few years and no one else could produce hockey cards. But even though these exclusive rights are to each sport, Panini is trying to attack the baseball card market. What they're doing is they are actually getting the rights from the Players Association, not the actual league to use their logos and like the name and stuff, but they got the Players Association rights, so they airbrush all the uniforms and jerseys and they can still release product with the players' images and likeness. Because they don't have the league's approval, they can't have like Boston Red Sox, they might have the Boston Baseball Club, or might just say Boston. And on top of that, they have to take all logos out, which is a bummer because they kind of look like pajamas. They call them pajama cards. They have to be strategic in showing a player standing a certain way so you can't see the logos and all those things. This is something that baseball fans have known ever since, I think, 2016 when Panini came back with, I think, Optic. It was a really cool product. I really enjoyed it. And it's not too hard to understand when people don't really seek these cards out, but some of the high-end, like National Treasures, are actually starting to command a premium. And Topps, I think, is realizing this. They're getting their market share taken up by Panini, even if it's a small share. Why don't they do the same thing to them with basketball and football? So I think this could be happening in 2022. I read in an article that 2022 is the end of Panini's exclusive rights. I have no doubt in my mind they'll have no issue extending that. But overall, I think if Topps can get the Players Association to say, hey, we'll give you more money, this will make competition for Panini. It'll be a good thing, you know, give us a chance. We do it well with these other sports and we're a big company. They might say, oh yeah, we'll give you a shot. And I think that could possibly happen. And if it does, I think it's a great thing for basketball card collectors. I wouldn't look at it as a bad thing because it's more competition. Panini and Topps both get, well, mainly Panini, their quality control and their customer service is pretty tough sometimes. So some competition might make them have to make that better. If you look at some of the big grading companies like PSA and BGS, theirs isn't great. Look at SGC, their customer service is actually pretty good. So maybe it'll be the exact same type of situation where it forces competition to make everything better and creativity better as well. I will say with Panini, they've done a great job of being creative, but overall, I feel like a lot of their ideas are copying Topps. You can see even like with Clearly Donruss, that came after Topps made Clearly Authentic, and they didn't even really change the name that much. So things like that are going to be interesting to see how it plays out if this is to happen. Topps, again, has been around forever. They didn't start with basketball cards, started basically with baseball cards in 1951, and then 1952, you have the standardized size of a card or pretty close to it with that iconic image and the iconic set. But Topps released basketball in 1957 and did a great job. And then Topps and Fleer throughout the decades went back and forth to see who had the rookie sets in a specific year. So overall, I think it's a good thing. I think Topps has an actual opportunity to attack Panini because they have so much money coming in. And if they can get their revenue and their actual, you know, their books higher because they're introducing basketball products and they can show in the future to like the NBA, like, hey, we're performing just as well or slightly worse with no logos. If you give us that right as well, it will be good. I think that could actually shape the future of basketball cards. One thing that Topps can prove to the NBA and other leagues is they're doing really well with soccer right now. Topps and Panini both have exclusive deals with different leagues in soccer. I don't really know exactly how all the leagues work in soccer. I've asked my brother-in-law to explain it to me a few times. Soccer isn't my forte, but there's multiple different leagues, and so Topps has some, Panini has some, and they produce their own sets. I feel like Topps has been just as popular, if not more popular, than these Panini soccer cards. And because of that, I think that's a really good thing to take to people and show, which is actually a market-tested solution into multiple people having multiple licenses, multiple companies. If that doesn't work, Topps can always go a different route. What they can do is they can just kind of do what Upper Deck does, sign big players to exclusive card deals. Let's say, I don't know who the big rookies are going to be this next year in the NBA, but let's say they can sign a few of them. A couple top 5 picks go to Topps. And let's say those top 5 picks become really, really good, and their autographs are only available in Topps Chrome. Maybe it's just a player doing a really cool pose in a gym, but it's signed by this player. It's his rookie autograph, one of his few. That will command a huge premium for those products and will only help Topps. So I think there's multiple different ways Topps can get back into this market, and I think that basketball fans need to be ready for it. I would not, again, look at it as a bad thing. It might not be super popular, and that's okay, but that competition is only going to help the market. They may not be super popular at first, but we've seen like even 2012 Panini Prism wasn't super popular at first, and now it's just, everybody loves it. Same with 2013. So I think that could happen here as well. Overall, I'm excited that Topps is possibly going to be doing this. I'm glad that we saw that Kenny Anderson photo with 2022 Topps Finest basketball. That'll be a really good product to see. I would love to see Topps do Topps Finest, Topps Chrome, Topps Flagship, just a few different products. Don't go crazy. They could do some higher end like Dynasty and Transcendent if they wanted and get some really big names to sign. But overall, I like the approach that they're doing, and I think that it could be good for the basketball market. Let me know down in the comments below if you think this is a possibility, if you like it, if you don't like it, and what you believe is going to happen. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more videos, and I'll catch you in the next video.